Okay, so what we got here is the first experimentation of shooting 22 LR through a 22 Magnum rifle. And ooh, there's my finger just there. That's the sleeve. That was just made out of a 22 Magnum with the rim cut off. Then you just fit the 22 long rifle rounds inside it, put it into the rifle and fire it. So what you'll see there is the backs of these 22 LR cases have bulged a little tiny bit, but before everyone gets too worried, is it's a nice even bulge the whole way around the case. If you were in a pinch and threw a 22 LR round into a standard 22 Magnum chamber and fired it, because the 22 Magnum round is larger, the chamber is larger, the 22 LR round won't be centered in the middle of the chamber or centered with the bore. So it's going to be laying across the bottom, and you'll get a very large bulge on one side generally to the top of the chamber. So that's quite dangerous, or it's stepping into the dangerous areas. You may get split cases and things like that because it's stretching so far in one direction. At least this method here, it's bulging evenly the whole way around. It's actually quite a very tight fit inside the chamber, and so tight in fact actually that eventually one of the sleeves is stuck inside the chamber, but that will come out with a cleaning rod and a brush on it. That'll push it out just like a separated case head round from any other conventional rifle. So the findings I found was, this was out of a lever action rifle. It even semi feeds. The first and last round won't. So when the sleeve was stuck in the chamber, which it still is, you can't feed a 22 Magnum in there, so that makes it safe. The first round and last round out of the tubular magazine wouldn't feed, but all of the others do feed as long as the fired round in front of it extracts. Now, it's about 50-50 extract and the other 50 don't. They just need to be prized out with either your fingernail or a little object. Most of the time it comes out your fingernail. If it doesn't come out with there, just use one of these little precision screwdriver things for glasses or whatever, and that popped him right out. Accuracy was so much better than was expected. I think everybody here who had a go couldn't really believe it, because everything up until now was all in my head theory. I've done measurements on the different rounds, checked out chambers, checked in reloading manuals and things like that, and looked at the dimensions of cartridges and chambers and that, and I knew it would work. And I've also put 22 rounds inside the 22 Magnum fired case. I think it would be you would have to, it'd be like fire forming. So the sleeve that you, this is still theory, the sleeve that you make them out of would probably need to stay with that rifle. And I think it's far better to have a few of these sleeves manufactured before you go into the field or anything like that, before you run out of 22 Magnum ammo. I made them with very basic tools, a really crappy hacksaw blade, just cut off the rim, and a file just to take any burrs off, and I got a knife and I chamfered inside the 22 Magnum case. After it was being sawn off, I chamfered inside with the knife, So if you were to use a cut-off wheel off a Dremel or angle grinder or something like that, or just linish the actual rim off itself on a bench grinder or something, that would be much more efficient. And then use a chamfering tool for reloading or something, that would be better. But definitely these work in a 22 Magnum revolver. These would be absolutely fine. I'm thinking if you had the chamber nice and dry and maybe fired higher velocities to maybe expand the jacket right out into the chamber, they could stay in, and it'd be, you know, it'd be very easy. You've got 5 or 6 shots just to plink around with. Makes it a cost-effective way of shooting 22 Magnum, as you'll see with the accuracy that I'll link to this video. The accuracy was actually better than the 22 Magnum rounds themselves, but I think that's just because of the manufacturing. 22 Magnum ammunition's renowned for being like really inconsistent in every shape and form, from projectile size, weight, powder weight, consistency of the priming compound, and the brass itself, head space, the rim thickness, etc. So yeah, good old CCI standards. Now, high velocities were tested as well. They shoot absolutely perfect, and it was shooting the high velocities that made the chamber sleeve stay in place. So again, a cleaning brush will push that out, I'm pretty sure. Well guys, the results were a lot better than expected, and maybe with better made sleeves with better, more accurate cutting tools, you might not even get any bulging of the cases whatsoever. But at the moment, it doesn't seem like it's affecting accuracy or speed at all. So I'll leave it there, guys. I think there's plenty more to be done down this road, but everything's looking promising. Cool.